If you get the exponent rules mixed up, this problem is for you because we're going to use most of them. We have this really complicated mess all being squared. So the way I'm going to start it, I'm going to leave the square part to the end. And then now I'm going to focus on the numerator. This grouping in the numerator is being raised to the -4 power. It's a little like distributive property in the fact that that -4 has got to be put on all the exponents inside everything in the grouping, including the 2. Now the rule for that is going to be power of a power. So when you're taking something like this x cubed to the -4 power, when you're raising up to a power, you multiply. Our numerator is going to become, well, 2, it just has an exponent of 1. That's why you don't see it. 1 times -4 is 2 to the -4. X cubed, x to the 3rd power to the -4, will become x to the -12. And y to the -4 raised to the -4 power is going to become y to the 16th. Now in the denominator, there's nothing like this -4, everything being raised to it, so I'm just going to clean this up. I have 2 times 2, that's 4. I have x cubed and x to the -2, that is x to the 1st power. The rule for that I just used is that when you have two things that have the same base, you add their exponents, and when I added 3 and -2, I got a 1. And then the y, nothing's happening with that, so we'll just recopy it. So here's what we have right now. We're going to raise this to the 2nd power. Now using that same rule again, everything inside the grouping symbol, numerator and denominator, is going to be raised to the 2nd power. 2 to the -8, because -4 times 2 is -8. We're going to have x to the -24th and y to the 32nd. And all of that is going to be over 4 squared, x to the 2nd power, and y squared. Now here, I'm going to do something you may not expect, but it'll make the work a little bit easier. I'm going to rewrite this 4 as 2 squared and raised to the 2nd power. You'll see why in a sec. I just want you to see somebody using that little trick, so if you need it, you have it. What we have now are 3 same bases, 2, 2, x, x, y, y. So there's another rule, the division rule. It says when you are dividing things that have the same base, you subtract their exponents. So think of this as actually 3 separate fractions. We have 2 to the -8 minus 4. We have x to the -24 minus 2. And we have y to the 32 minus 2. Now let's clean this up. We have 2 to the -12. We have x to the -26. And we have y to the 30th. Now you're not supposed to leave your final answer with negative exponents, so we have a little bit more work we have to do with this. Negative exponents can be rewritten and become positive if you rewrite them as a reciprocal. So a to the -m becomes 1 over a to the positive m. So 2 to the -12th becomes 1 over 2 to the positive 12th. X to the -26th becomes 1 over x to the positive 26. And y to the positive 30, just to keep it a fraction, we're going to put it on top of a 1. Now multiply straight across. We have y to the 30th. Well, 2 to the 12th, you can actually grab a calculator and figure that out. It's 4,096. X to the 26th. And that is the simplified version of the mess we started with.